Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan. And that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. And it's going to motivate all of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him and, the smear campaigns. It's not going to work. Hello, guys. I'm with my favorite president, the best president of all time.
And I'm with the queen of rap.
After Nicki Minaj publicly praised Donald Trump, calling him the best president, she intensified the moment by flashing a gold card reportedly linked to him. The move immediately ignited backlash online. Cardi B quickly responded, pointing out that several things she had previously said about Nicki's finances and public image now appeared to be aligning. Adding fuel to the speculation, reports suggest Nicki's longtime glam team, largely made up of gay men, has quietly distanced themselves. Fans believe this may explain why her recent appearances feel noticeably off. Many now argue her aggressive MAGA push feels forced, less confident, and more driven by desperation than conviction. No celebrity has experienced a public unraveling this fast in recent years quite like Nicki MC MAGA. In less than a year, she's had multiple emotional Twitter moments, lashed out at younger audiences, and pivoted into openly anti-United Nations rhetoric. She also reversed her stance on Donald Trump, moving from criticizing him as cruel over immigration policies to praising him as a leader worth emulating. Her appearance at Turning Point USA raised eyebrows, but things escalated further when she was reportedly seen walking hand in hand with Trump in Washington, D.C. Reports also claim she donated $500,000 to Trump-linked children's funds, a move many find ironic given current immigration backlash and her own immigrant background.
Longer a Barb. Thank you, Harvey. I'm no longer a Barb. For me, Nicki has just been too inconsistent with her fans and those that supported her, from Black women, the queer community, the trans community, and it's really sad to see her betray her fans like this.
When Nicki stepped onto the stage, she wasted no time praising Donald Trump. Every word felt deliberate, almost rehearsed, as if she had been carefully coached on exactly what to say before going live. She openly declared herself Trump's biggest supporter, and insisted that no amount of criticism or backlash would ever change her position. In fact, Nicki appeared energized by the online outrage, using it as fuel to double down on her support even more. She went on to highlight Trump-linked accounts, calling them a blessing for children and expressing gratitude for what she described as relief for hardworking parents. She framed the initiative as the best news, repeatedly thanking God for the opportunity to help kids. But her loyalty didn't stop there. Nicki also attended the premiere of Melania Trump's documentary at the Kennedy Center, publicly aligning herself with the former First Lady as well. What stands out most is how quickly she reversed her earlier stance on Trump's immigration policies, which she once criticized harshly. The shift feels sudden and jarring to many, especially when viewed against her past statements. Whether this transformation is strategic or simply inconsistent, one thing is undeniable. Nicki's political pivot is dramatic, deliberate, and impossible to ignore.
Came from a different country at about 5 years old and always wanted the American dream. I thought that when I came to the United States, I was gonna be like moving into like a castle, and I was gonna be wearing big like poofy dresses and going out to like ballrooms. I don't know why I had that idea, but anyway, so my parents both worked really hard, and I guess you could say they were very motivating people, believed in me, but we really didn't have much. There were times that in between jobs, I definitely remember my mother having to be dependent on the government for help. But it would always be a couple months here and there.
Nicki spoke about coming to the United States when she was just 5 years old, describing how she wanted a better life and how, in her words, things ultimately worked out for her. At the same time, a separate story out of Minnesota began circulating widely, involving a 5-year-old boy who was reportedly taken into custody during a federal immigration action. The contrast between the two narratives did not go unnoticed online. During her interview, Nicki was notably careful with her wording, especially when discussing government assistance her parents may have received. She emphasized repeatedly that any help was temporary, stressing that her family worked hard and consistently tried to support themselves without long-term reliance on aid.
Even as a kid, I could tell she was disappointed in her check. So it always instilled something in me to be a go-getter and to make my family proud by way of achieving my goals. So I would set really outlandish goals, kind of, and just hope for the best.
And that worked out pretty well for you.
I'd say so.
And I think it's safe to say that your family is more than proud of you.
It's hard not to notice the irony in how different Nicki's story might have been if today's political climate had existed when she first arrived in the United States. Back then, she was a young immigrant trying to build a future. Now, critics argue that she appears to be closing the door behind her, embracing positions that appeal to a specific audience while alienating many others who once supported her. For a growing number of fans, this moment feels like a turning point, one where admiration for the artist becomes difficult to separate from discomfort with her choices. Many believe Nicki isn't just aligning herself with politicians or a political movement. She's distancing herself from a significant portion of her fan base in the process. Even longtime supporters have expressed confusion and disappointment, saying her recent actions feel disconnected from the experiences of people who once saw themselves reflected in her journey. Still, Nicki has made it clear that public approval is no longer her priority. She has openly stated that backlash fuels her rather than discourages her, treating criticism as motivation instead of a warning sign. That attitude was on full display when she laughed off online outrage and proudly showcased a gold card she received after attending a Trump-linked account summit. The card quickly became a focal point of discussion. According to critics, it represents an immigration pathway designed for wealthy individuals who make large financial contributions, allowing them to fast-track residency. For Nicki, who has spoken in the past about her efforts to secure permanent legal status in the U.S., this moment has been framed by supporters as a victory and by critics as deeply ironic.
Here, the black woman, the only black woman in the whole room, that's her. I think Trump's looking for a Nicki Minaj à trois because she really seems to dig him. This is one of his strangest bedfellows yet. I mean, where is Cardi B with a fistful of shoes when you need her? Again, this is an event about savings accounts. Nicki Minaj just made a last-minute midnight payment to avoid losing her house. She's at a savings account event with Donald Trump.
Reports circulating online claim that a substantial donation to Trump-affiliated accounts, combined with her highly visible political support, played a role in this outcome. Whether fully accurate or not, the perception alone has shifted how many people view her. Nicki herself hasn't shied away from celebrating. She's posted photos alongside Donald Trump, spoken excitedly about finalizing her citizenship, and dismissed critics with casual remarks, telling them to go touch some grass. At one point, she even referred to the experience as a gift from what she described as a gracious and charming president. At the same time, she continues to throw subtle and not-so-subtle jabs at Cardi B, making it clear that old rivalries remain unresolved. Insiders say Cardi isn't surprised by Nicki's behavior, noting that she has long accused her of maintaining a carefully constructed public persona. Adding to that narrative, a photographer who previously worked with the New York Times Magazine described Nicki as one of the most difficult and unkind people he has encountered in the industry. He claimed to be shocked that the publication still featured her as a cover star, especially after she reportedly walked out of an interview. Critics have also revisited long-standing debates about Nicki's legacy. Some argue that even at her peak, she functioned more as a provocateur than a cultural pillar, contrasting her influence with figures like Lil' Kim or Foxy Brown, who many see as defining icons of their era. Now, Nicki appears fully committed to this new chapter. She's pursuing personal gain, political alignment, and public attention all at once, seemingly unconcerned with the fallout. But the consequences are real. Her image has shifted dramatically, her fan base is fractured, and conversations about her now blend admiration, disbelief, and sharp criticism. Whether people support her or oppose her choices, one thing is clear. Nicki has chosen her path.